we're at a point that I've sort of been dreading. It's time to fit the new bushes to the swing arm, and they were difficult. They were very difficult to get out, and these are OEM, not OEM bushes either. I'm starting to think that maybe I should have spent a few extra quid, well double, and got OEM ones, but at the time I thought, well, what the heck. But anyway, we've got to push them or press them into the bushing spaces at the end of the swing arm, and I know for a fact that these are going to be tight to get in. The only way I can think of doing it at home is with my bench vise, but it's not a huge one, so I don't know if it's going to have enough power to push them in. There's only one way to find out. But before I do that, I'm going to clean up any paint that's inside these bushes at the moment to give us as much clearance as possible, and grease them up and take it from there. Despite being as careful as I could, I still managed to put two little nicks into the paintwork, which I'll have to touch in at some point. Could do with a helper. Okay, so it started. That's something. I just don't want to crush up this face or compress this so that it doesn't go all the way home, which is a danger. If it does, then we're back to square one with the painting as well. I've cut off a piece of aluminium to soften up the face of the vise slightly so that it's less likely to damage the steel. Oh my god, we've got to be fairly close. I took the opportunity just to have a look at the piece of wood we're pressing into, and I can see that the slightly proud inner bearing face is restricted up against the back of this. So I'm going to take a risk, and I'm going to drill out this area to allow the centre bushing to pass through while still being able to apply pressure at the back end here. Okay, a little bit of work with my stepper drill, and we've got ourselves a hole that matches the bush that sticks slightly proud out of here. So hopefully that'll give us a bit of clearance at the back end. It might sacrifice the paint on the rim here, but like I said, we need to touch up my little boo-boos anyway, so. Right, I think we're pretty much there. As good as I'm going to get it anyway. Yeah, I think we're there. Right. They're pretty much, let me try and line it up for the camera, equal. This one's slightly proud. Hopefully that won't be too much of an issue, because this central bush will have a bit of flex in it, so we should be able to wiggle it in, he says. Okay, so that's the second bush in as far as I can get it. It's pretty much flush at the back here and flush at the front there. I'm not sure I can get it any further than that. I think we're going to have to call that a win, but that should be good enough. at the expense of a little bit of paint around the edges.